Hello, welcome to my channel. In this session, we will learn about how to create, alter and drop a database. So in previous session, we have learned about how to connect to SQL Server Management Studio. Now it's time to create a database. Now remember, in SQL Server Management Studio, there are two ways to create a database. First one is using a query. Second one, graphically using SQL Server Management Studio. So let's go to SQL Server Management Studio. Now within the Object Explorer window, right click on the database folder and select new databases. Once you click on new database, you will see a database dialog box. Now enter the database name and click on OK. So here internally it will run the query to create a database for us. Now if we expand the database folder, you will see the database which we have created just now. So we can also create a database using a query. Now, database is also a type of SQL Server object, just like table, views, store procedures, etc., which we will see in the later session. So for creating any object in SQL Server Management Studio, we use create statement. So let's create a database. For creating a database, we will type create database, then database name, and click on execute button. Now to see the database, we will go to the Object Explorer window and database folder and refresh it, and we will see the database which we have created just now. Now we have seen the ways to create a database using both designer and using query. So here these two are the user defined database. Also here we see there are few system databases like master, model, tempdb. So these are created while installing the SQL Server Management Studio, and these are required for better function of SQL Server. So now when we will create a database, there are two files will be created. So let's check the property. We will go to file tabs and copy the path and paste it in run window. So here you can see there are two type of files it got created for test1 database. So first one is test1.mdf file and second one is test1 underscore log.ldf file. So what are these files? So .mdf files are data file which contains actual data, and second one .ldf file which is transactional log file which is used to recover the database. So once you create a database, how you can alter a database? So using below command we can alter a database, alter database, database name, then modify name is equal to new database name. Alternatively, we can also rename a database using system store procedure using execute sp underscore rename, then old database name and new database name as a parameter. So let's see in the SQL Server Management Studio how we can alter a database. Let's modify test2. We will alter database and database name, modify name is equal to new name. Now to check, we will go to the Object Explorer and we will refresh our database folder. So you can see here we have updated the test2 database to test3. So we have seen how to create a database and how to alter a database. Now finally let us see how to drop a database or delete a database. So how we can delete a database? Using drop database, then database name which we want to delete or drop. So let's go to SQL Server Management Studio and we will try to delete a database. So to drop a database, we will type drop database and then database name and click on execute button. So now we can go to Object Explorer and we will see the database is deleted or not. So as you can see here, there is no test3 database. So remember, the moment when we delete a database, both MDF file and .ldf files will be deleted. Also, remember, when you are dropping a database, the database should not be in use. So if you delete a database which is in use, then you will get a error message saying that database is already in use. Okay, so let's open new instance of database server. So here we will go to the database folder and we will try to delete the database. So here you can see drop failed for the database, as already another instance of this database is running on another SQL server. Here you can see test1 is already running in this SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so that's why that drop failed for the database. So you cannot drop a database if it is currently in use. So you will get an error message saying cannot drop database name because it is currently in use. So if other users are connected, you need to put the database in single user mode and then you can drop the database. So to make the database in single user mode, we can type alter database, then database name, set single user with rollback immediate. So what is happening here? With rollback immediate option, it will roll back all incomplete transaction and it will close the connection to the database. So here you can see this is a centralized database server which is being used by different developer machine. So when a user try to delete a database, so at the same time, if another developer machine is using the database server, so transaction will be going on and this user cannot delete the database and he will get an error message saying that database server is already in use. Okay, so we need to close all the instance of database server and then we can delete the database. Also remember one thing, we cannot drop system databases. Okay, so that's it for this session. In next session we will learn about how to create a tables and how to enforce primary key and foreign key constants. So thank you for watching. We will meet in next session.